joining us. May 7th it is, a Thursday. Take a look at the radar. Really nothing out there right now. Dry conditions. Pretty well nice day today before kind of things change for tomorrow afternoon, but we'll talk more about that in a moment. So again, as radar shows us, nothing out there to give us any threat of rain tonight. So overcast skies somewhat. 66 degrees, humidity 32%. The winds are about 5 to 10. The barometer steady right now at 30.09. And the dew point at 35. So tonight, increasing clouds and near 46 degrees. Another kind of a chilly night tonight. And then Friday, showers are likely, say around noon. From there on out into the afternoon, even gusty winds tomorrow up to 25 miles per hour. And near 60 degrees tomorrow, but chance of rain is 80% coverage. So keep that in mind. Have an inch of rain possible in tomorrow's coverage. And then tomorrow night, showers are likely, say before 7. Then it gets chilly. Yeah, areas of frost after a clear out about 4 in the morning. Otherwise, mostly cloudy up to that point, then gradually becoming mostly clear overnight. And you're 34 when you wake up Saturday morning. And again, that's the forecast there. Brandon Bonds will detail that for you in just a few minutes here on TV 12. And our report today, Governor Bill Lee in his daily press conference says yesterday in the conference, business reopened across the state as Tennessee's Economy Recovery Group released additional guidance for recreation, offices, lodging, construction, and manufacturing, small group, non-contact recreation businesses like bowling alleys, arcades, dance classes, water sports, mini golf, and more are able to reopen starting tomorrow. The Tennessee Pledge guidelines recommend capacity limits, spacing requirements, and frequent sanitation, among others. Larger venues and activities where social distancing is not feasible do remain closed. Now, Tennessee Governor Bill Lee stated in a press release that as the testing capacity and contact of the tracing ability continues to improve, it is time to get Tennesseans back to work safely and successfully. These guidelines were created in partnership, he says, with business leaders and health experts to preserve the progress they've made and protect the lives and livelihoods of Tennesseans. The guidance, he says, applies to 89 of the state's 95 counties. Shelby, Madison, Davison, Hamilton, Knox, and Sullivan created individual plans in consultation with the state and local health departments to address their unique needs of those individual and communities. Most lodging, construction, and manufacturing businesses were considered essential under the governor's executive orders, while offices prepare for a return to work in the coming weeks. In his daily press conference today, he said that 14,096 cases of COVID-19 are now active across, or have been tested positive, we should say, for the COVID-19 pandemic and virus. And again, we'll continue to see a 1% increase, he said, probably daily until this kind of moves on out. So we'll keep you updated on that as more information is released. The number of Tennesseans applying now for first-time unemployment benefits, this is first time, it has now declined from the previous week for a fourth straight reporting period. This according to today's governor's conference when the Tennessee Department of Labor Workforce Development Commissioner did address the media. For the week ending Saturday, May 2nd, the Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development did report that 37,319 people did file for unemployment. Now that's down from 43,792 in the final week of April and well below the first week in April when a record 116,141 people filed first-time claims. In the past 7 weeks, 474,580 Tennesseans have applied for unemployment in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic and its devastating impact on not just the state but the nation's economy. In that same time frame, some 33.5 million Americans have applied for first-time jobless benefits, including 3.2 million last week. According to information from the TDLWD, in addition to last week's new claims, they continue providing benefits for another 321,571 Tennesseans. Now, the largest number of new claims continue to be filed in the northern middle Tennessee workforce development area, with 13,274 filed last week. The greater Memphis workforce development area saw the second most claims last week with 8,218, knocking East Tennessee into third, as 6,313 claims were filed in our district here last week as well. So we hope they continue to go down. From Oak Ridge, the City of Oak Ridge's regular City Council meeting is now set for Monday, May 11th at 7. It will be conducted with council members participating electronically through video and audio conferencing, and will be streamed live on the city's website and broadcast simultaneously on Comcast, our TV channel, Channel 12 here. Of course, it won't be a setting like you're seeing there with file footage. Again, they will be electronically weighing in due to Governor Bill Lee's executive order limiting public gatherings to help prevent the further spread of COVID-19. Residents are asked to watch the meeting through one of the medias that we mentioned. The Oak Ridge Municipal Building will not be open to the public. The live stream can be watched again on the city's website at oakridgetn.gov, and we'll have it here for you live as well. Now, the meeting will also be audio and video recorded and posted on the city's website within 48 hours of the meeting. Now, items on the agenda include proclamations and public recognitions first, with a proclamation designating May 10th through the 16th as Police Week and May 15th as Police Memorial Day. Then a proclamation honoring the Oak Ridge High School class of 2020 will be given. Under special reports, the city judge's salary will be reviewed in a committee that's been looking over that. Council member Ellen Smith is the chair on that. And their consent agenda, a resolution to designate a new Americans with Disabilities Act coordinator for the city of Oak Ridge, and a resolution to designate Ross King, personnel director, as the equal employment opportunity coordinator for the city. A resolution approving a contract with the Tennessee Department of Transportation for maintenance of state highways within the city of Oak Ridge is going to be looked at. And a resolution adopting certain infrastructure at the preserve at Clinch River, former Rarity Ridge properties. So we'll be looking at that for perpetual maintenance. A resolution authorizing the city to apply for and accept, if awarded, grants associated with COVID-19's pandemic. And a resolution modifying the due date and delinquency date schedule for property taxes for tax year 2020, and that would run through this year through December 31st. And the council under items to be looked at under first reading will be to define where inside storage units could be placed in the future. Citizens who wish to comment on any item of the meeting agenda or about other items not on the agenda may email their comments, including their name and address, to citizenscomment@oakridgetn.gov by 5 o'clock Eastern Time on Monday, May 11th. Oak Ridge City Manager Mark Watson will read the comments into the record during the meeting, and contact the clerk's office there with any other questions at 425-3411. But again, that meeting is coming up on Monday. Just to give you a heads up what's on the agenda, so you may want to weigh in on some of those items. This evening, 6:30, the Town of Oliver Springs Town Council meeting will be conducted, as was their last two meetings. Due to COVID-19 in the meeting, it's going to be close to the general public, but we'll be there streaming it live on our TV station, as Brad Jones, CEO and manager here, will go there and put it on live for you so you can see what's going on. When the Water Board meets starting at 6:30, their items on the agenda will be to discuss and possibly approve the Cumberland Utility Water Board, as they're looking to connect the city's water line to them, financed by grants. Discuss water leak inspection updates, as they've had plenty of those in the past, and discuss and possibly approve the purchase of a dump truck for about $10,000 as well for the water department. The agenda items for the town council do include, under new business, several items: discuss and possibly approve weapons purchase for the police department, possibly approve East Tennessee Development District's renewed contract they do each and every year, and discuss and approve possibly the driveway culvert repair options at 821 Main Street, Betty Phillips' address, and discuss and possibly approve a joint resolution requesting Senator Yeager and Representative Kent Calfee and Representative Ron Travis introduce legislation allowing Rome County schools to start after Labor Day this year as a safety measure concerning COVID-19. Look and discuss possibly approving spring cleanup dates and new guidelines for that, and look at approving and updating cemetery rules allowing tombstones to be placed, and look at possibly approving their budget amendments, and approve the purchase of a pavement roller for the street department for $5,000 from Clinton Utilities, and discuss also Lloyd Jones's inmate work crew supervisor's contract due to COVID-19, where they're not having the prisoners come out to work right now. We will have the meeting live here on TV 12. It starts around 6:30, so you'll get a little prime time trading time, then we'll break from that and put on the Oliver Springs Water and Town Council meeting. More news after the break here on your May 7th edition. Stay with us.
Muncie Pharmacy is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. They accept most insurances, so why go to the large chain pharmacies when you get better customer service at Muncie Pharmacy? Have a special prescription that needs compounding? Muncie Pharmacy can handle those needs as well. Muncie Pharmacy has a drive-thru for your convenience and offers free delivery in the Oak Ridge area. And don't forget the gifts that we have available for all occasions.
Here at Muncie Pharmacy, we take the time to know you and treat you like family.
Tennessee Barnes & Buildings in Jacksboro has all your storage building needs. At Tennessee Barnes & Buildings, you can pick out your building, then custom design it how you want it, and then have it delivered. Our friendly staff will help you with all your design needs. Are you worried about financing? Well, at Tennessee Barnes & Buildings, there's no credit check, so no one is turned down. Plus, you can rent to own your own building. Tennessee Barnes & Buildings in Jacksboro says come on down for your next building. Or call 423-449-8139.
How do I take the 2020 census? In March 2020, every address in the country will receive an invitation to complete a simple questionnaire. And there are 3 ways to respond. Number 1, do it online. Number 2, call by phone. Number 3, send it by mail. For those who don't respond, a census taker from your community will follow up and assist you. Shape your future. Start here. Visit 2020census.gov.
Coronavirus is changing the way we live our lives, but seriously injured people still need our help. At OEB, we're committed to helping you no matter what. So, we've introduced a system where we can take care of your case almost completely electronically. You don't have to leave your home for us to start helping you. All you have to do is call. The future may feel uncertain, but we can get through it together. If you're injured, you still deserve justice. Call 546-1111. Call right now.
Earl Duff Subaru in Harriman knows safe and reliable transportation is essential right now. Whether you need service or to replace your current vehicle, we're ready to help. Our building is sanitized to keep our customers as safe as possible. Plus, we're offering pickup and delivery service during the crisis. Earl Duff Subaru in Harriman, Tennessee's only 9-time winner of the Love Promise Award for customer satisfaction. This month, all Outback, Forester, Ascent, Legacy, and Impreza models have available 0% financing with no payments for 90 days.
Roan Metals Group has been serving East Tennessee for decades. Locally owned and operated with convenient hours of operation. Roan Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing's too big or too small. Still have that clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Roan Metals Group are specialists in industrial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Roan Metals urges you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. A member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Roan Metals Group. Turn that scrap into cash.
Welcome back, May 7th edition, and good news is always welcomed around here, especially this time of year. And well, congratulations to the Clinton High School Air Force Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps, the JROTC. You see the guys here for being selected for an Air Force JROTC 2019-2020 Outstanding Organization Award. This award puts the Clinton High School Air Force Junior ROTC in the top 10% of all of the organizations that according to the Anderson County school system. This is the first time CHS Air Force JROTC has been selected for this prestigious award, and we sure congratulate them here from Channel 12. Although there has been no official announcement now from representatives of the Norris Lions Club, the Norris Bulletin is reporting that this year's annual Norris Day event will not be taking place this summer due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The 51-year-old event is an annual 4th of July tradition in Norris. The bulletin reports that while the Lions Club membership is expected to vote on the proposed cancellation, which is the recommendation from the club's board of directors, the bulletin is also reporting that the Norris Community Development Board has announced that the popular Concerts on the Common series of live musical performances also has been canceled for the year. This would have been the 12th consecutive summer that the outdoor music series has taken place. So again, looks like this may follow suit with a lot of other things, may follow suit after this, but we hope not. Maybe some still will have their festivals. Wednesday afternoon, the Campbell County Rural Fire Service was called to Jacksboro Meadows. Let me get a picture of this there, producer. To Jacksboro Meadows on Tow String Road after an excavator seen here caught fire. When firefighters arrived, they said the machine was, quote, fully involved, as you see there, but that they were able to extinguish it relatively quickly. The fire was contained to the piece of machinery which was destroyed. There were no injuries again on that fire there near Jacksboro yesterday, as a matter of fact. Now with this, the Campbell County Courthouse is open with one point of entry access, as we know right now, on the east side, the side of the Election Commission, until further notice. Campbell County Sheriff deputies will be manning the checkpoint at the courthouse. Documents can be dropped off at the various drop boxes provided for each department. If you need to speak to a specific department, phone numbers are provided at each drop box location outside. County officials and staff at the courthouse can be reached at the Campbell County Clerk's office and available to renew vehicle registration by telephone. You can do it that way. The Campbell County Clerk's Annex building at traffic light number 10 in La Follette is available for vehicle registration and renewals by drive-through only. Trustee Monty Bullock also has a drop box outside his office for your payment convenience. The trustee's office can be reached by telephone as well, or by email, or by their P.O. Box Jacksboro, Tennessee address as well. No cash payments, please, he says, for payments of taxes. And for a list of all Campbell County government office phone numbers, go to our media partner, WYSH, and go to the news page and scroll down to today's story about Campbell County having that one access entry there. Well, some news as well from what could be bad news, I guess, but it's way down the road. As by 2050, the United States will likely be exposed to a larger number of extreme climate events, including more frequent heat waves, longer droughts, and more intense floods, which can lead to greater risks for human health, ecosystem stability, and regional economics. The potential future was the conclusion that a team of researchers from the Department of Energy's Oak Ridge National Laboratory, Istanbul Technical University, Stanford University, and the National Center for Atmospheric Research reached by using ORNL's now decommissioned Titan supercomputer to calculate the trajectories of 9 types of extreme climate events. The team based these calculations on the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's National Centers for Environmental Information Climate Extremes Index, or the CEI. Previous studies have demonstrated that impact that a single type of extreme, such as temperature or precipitation, could have on broad climate zones across the United States. However, this team estimated that combined consequences of many different types of extreme simultaneously and conducted their analysis in the county levels as a unique approach that provided unprecedented regional and national climate projections that identified the areas and population groups that are most likely to face such hardships. Results from the research are published in Earth's Future, so you can get it there as well. But not a good outlook, they say, for 2050. Medic Regional Blood Center has a critically low blood supply for several blood types, specifically, as we know now, O positive, O negative, and A negative, and are encouraging all eligible donors to come in one of their 4 fixed donor sites to donate blood as quickly as possible, if you can. That's the news. Back in a moment, you look back on history, your weather forecast with Brandon Bonds. We'll have sports and funeral announcements to conclude today's news. Back in a moment.
How does the 2020 census affect representation? There are 435 seats in the House of Representatives. These get distributed to the 50 states by population, and an accurate census response helps your state get the right amount of seats. States with smaller populations get at least 1, while states with larger populations might get more. Shape your future. Start here. Visit 2020census.gov.
Muncie Pharmacy is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. They accept most insurances, so why go to the large chain pharmacies when you get better customer service at Muncie Pharmacy? Have a special prescription that needs compounding? Muncie Pharmacy can handle those needs as well. Muncie Pharmacy has a drive-thru for your convenience and offers free delivery in the Oak Ridge area. And don't forget the gifts that we have available for all occasions.
Here at Muncie Pharmacy, we take the time to know you and treat you like family.
At OEB, we know lives have changed. Parents have become teachers, and our homes are now our offices. The roads may seem empty, but people are still driving and still working. And when they get injured because someone else was careless, they know they can still depend on us. We are OEB Law, and the one thing that hasn't changed is our commitment to helping people right here at home. We're just a phone call away. 865-546-1111. OEB Law. Tennessee Barnes & Buildings in Jacksboro has all your storage building needs. At Tennessee Barnes & Buildings, you can pick out your building, then custom design it how you want it, and then have it delivered. Our friendly staff will help you with all your design needs. Are you worried about financing? Well, at Tennessee Barnes & Buildings, there's no credit check, so no one is turned down. Plus, you can rent to own your own building. Tennessee Barnes & Buildings in Jacksboro says come on down for your next building. Or call 423-449-8139.
Earl Duff Subaru in Harriman knows safe and reliable transportation is essential right now. Whether you need service or to replace your current vehicle, we're ready to help. Our building is sanitized to keep our customers as safe as possible. Plus, we're offering pickup and delivery service during the crisis. Earl Duff Subaru in Harriman, Tennessee's only 9-time winner of the Love Promise Award for customer satisfaction. This month, all Outback, Forester, Ascent, Legacy, and Impreza models have available 0% financing with no payments for 90 days.
May 7th, 1915. During World War I, a torpedo from a German submarine sinks the Lusitania off the coast of Ireland. Nearly 1,200 people aboard the British ocean liner, including 128 Americans, are killed. The sinking helps push the United States into joining the war against Germany 2 years later. 1945, end of World War II in Europe as Nazi Germany signs an unconditional surrender at Allied headquarters in France. The Allies officially celebrate the Nazi defeat the following day. 1954, in Southeast Asia, the Battle of Dien Bien Phu ends as Vietnamese insurgents overrun French forces after a 55-day siege. In Washington, Secretary of State John Foster Dulles foreshadows America's long and costly involvement in Vietnam during the next 2 decades.
An epic battle has ended, but great causes have before now been won out of lost battles.
1840. Composer Peter Ilyich Tchaikovsky, whose ballets include Swan Lake, Sleeping Beauty, and The Nutcracker, is born in Russia. And 1941. Big band leader Glenn Miller and his orchestra record the swing-era hit Chattanooga Choo Choo. Today in history, May 7th. Sandy Kozel, The Associated Press.
Good afternoon and happy Thursday to you. Secret City weather here with your afternoon video update. Lots of sunshine this afternoon. Those temperatures beginning to rebound as well. If we take a look here at Knoxville, sitting at 67, Morristown 64, Sevierville 68, and Crossville at 61. If you do recall from this time yesterday, we were sitting here in the mid-50s, some parts of the area into the upper 40s, so definitely warming as we got back into this afternoon, but colder air quickly moving its way back in for tomorrow. We do see just to the west another low pressure system beginning to work its way into the area. That'll arrive into the overnight hours, that cloud cover increasing. Then we're going to see that shower activity tomorrow morning throughout much of the day there. Another cold front will slide through on the backside of that, bringing temperatures back down into the upper 50s. Overnight lows Friday going to be into the low to mid 30s, so very cold air working its way back in for the start of the weekend, but will gradually warm as we get back into Sunday. So looking here at our model guidance, we'll see that shower activity arriving in the morning hours tomorrow, continuing into the afternoon, eventually beginning to work out though by the evening and overnight hours, clearing taking place, lots of sunshine working back in for Saturday and Sunday, as well as those warmer temperatures. We'll see highs back into the mid to upper 60s by Sunday afternoon. That'll continue as we work into early next week as well. So if we take a look here at our cloud cover for Friday afternoon, we're going to see it beginning to work its way in, of course, with that precipitation for Friday morning. That'll continue into the afternoon. And then as we work into the evening hours of Friday, it become a bit more broken there. Now, depending on how quickly this works its way out, will depend on what those temperatures will look like Friday night into Saturday morning. If you recall, cloud cover acts kind of like a blanket for the surface here. With the cloud cover overhead, will keep temperatures a little bit warmer versus if they work their way out, temperatures be a bit cooler there as we work into the overnight hours of Friday. So as it stands right now, I'm thinking temperatures are going to be a bit cooler. It's going to be in those lower 30s here in the valley, upper 20s for those in the higher elevations. So definitely protect those crops, cover them up. Definitely going to be very cold as we work Friday night into Saturday morning. So we take a look here at our model guidance, trending a little bit warmer here in the valley into those mid 30s, but like I said, this will depend highly on what that cloud cover does. If it does work out a bit sooner into the evening versus later, going to have much cooler air working in overnight, but nonetheless, going to see freezing temperatures, if not here in the valley, then definitely in the plateau, northern valley, and the foothills as we work into Friday night and Saturday morning. So getting into tonight's forecast, we'll see lows into the upper 40s, increasing cloud cover and winds pretty calm. For your full forecast, brought to you by J&M's Butcher Shop of Oak Ridge, rainfall returns for Friday. Much cooler air returns with that as well. Saturday will start the day into those low to mid 30s. We'll warm up to the upper 50s, near 60 by Saturday afternoon. Then we'll warm up to upper 60s by Sunday. That'll continue for the new work week on Monday as well, with highs in the mid to upper 60s. That'll do it here on your Thursday forecast from Secret City Weather. Stay warm and stay dry as we work into Friday.
Thank you there, Brendan. Appreciate that. As we move on to sports, the Tennessee Smokies announcing now that the club will host the East Tennessee High School Baseball League beginning June 1st. The league is for current and rising high school junior and senior baseball players, classes 2020 and 2022. The league will be broken down into an Eastern and Western division, holding a maximum of 12 teams each. The regular season will run roughly about 8 weeks, followed by a League World Series between the first-place teams in each division. Now, all regular season games will be held inside Smoky Stadium in Kodak, TVA Credit Union Ballpark in Johnson City, and also Northeast Community Credit Union Ballpark in Elizabethton, Tennessee. A full league schedule will be determined once all teams have registered. The Smokies plan to host a senior game to celebrate the graduating class of 2020, an all-star game as well. The team registration fee is $1,000 per team. This fee covers team jerseys, hats, league awards, and other league expenses. For information, rules, and to register for the East Tennessee High School Baseball League, visit smokiesbaseball.com/summerball or contact events@smokiesbaseball.com. So keep that in mind. Should be interesting there for sure. Really all the sports we have today. Moving on to funeral announcements. Wanda Grace Hickson, age 90 of Kingston. Wanda Hickson passed away Wednesday, May 6th at Signature Healthcare in Rockwood. The family will receive friends Saturday, May 9th from 12 to 2 at Shiloh Baptist Church, Kingston. Funeral service will follow at 2. Due to the pandemic, the family do ask everyone to please wear a mask and keep the 6-foot social distancing rule intact. Interment will immediately follow the funeral service at Bethel Fairview Cemetery, Fraker Funeral Home, Kingston, in charge. Fabian Stanley Horton, 48 of Rockwood. Fabian Horton passed away on Tuesday at Methodist Medical Center in Oak Ridge. The family will receive friends on Friday, May the 8th at 11 a.m. and go till 12 at Evans Mortuary with the funeral service to follow at 12. Darrell L. Voles, Sr., 63 of Kingston, passed away Tuesday, surrounded by his family and home. Family and friends may call at their convenience on Saturday, May the 9th from 10 till 1 at Kiker's in Kingston. Graveside will be following at 3 in the Calvary Cemetery. David Jordan Duncan, age 66 of Powell, Tennessee, passed away Monday. David Duncan of Powell, he died at home. Family and friends can call at their convenience on Saturday, 4 o'clock till 8 in the Chapel of Jones Mortuary in Clinton. And that would be the way that show your respect. Graveside and interment will be on Monday, May 11 at 2 at Grandview Memorial Garden in Clinton. Miss Mildred S. Parham, age 93 of Harriman. Mildred Parham passed away on Monday, May 4th at Harriman Care and Rehab. She was a member of Walnut Hill Baptist Church in Harriman. Graveside on Saturday, May the 9th at 3:30 at the Rome Memorial Gardens. Kiker's in Harriman in charge. Thurell Fredericks, age 70 of Clinton, passed away Monday at Methodist Medical of Oak Ridge. Visitation will be held Friday, tomorrow, May 8th, 12 to 4 at Hatmakers in Rocky Top. Graveside will be held on Saturday at 10 a.m. at Sinking Springs Methodist Church Cemetery in Clinton. Nola Lee Stacy, age 94, Clinton. Nola Stacy passed away Monday, May 4th at the Waters facility in Clinton. She was a member of Second Baptist Church in Clinton. Receiving of friends, or well, I should say family, will have a celebration of life on Sunday, May 10th at Woodhaven Memorial Garden. Holly Gamble Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. That's a wrap of the news. Thanks for joining us here on TV 12. Hope you have a wonderful evening. Don't forget, primetime trading time will come on, but then at 30 minutes after that, at 6:30, we'll break off and bring you live the Oliver Springs Water Board and Council meeting until its entirety. I'm Dudley Evans. For all those behind the scenes, hope you have a wonderful evening. Hope to see you back tomorrow right here on a Friday edition. Until then, for all those behind the scenes, again on this National Day of Prayer, so long.
Hey, it's Jack Ryan. Listeners are always wanting more music. So guess who it is that's giving it to you? We now have hour-long commercial-free playlists all day long. Over an hour of back-to-back songs and zero commercials on 96.7 Merle.
Earl Duff Subaru in Harriman knows safe and reliable transportation is essential right now. Whether you need service or to replace your current vehicle, we're ready to help. Our building is sanitized to keep our customers as safe as possible. Plus, we're offering pickup and delivery service during the crisis. Earl Duff Subaru in Harriman, Tennessee's only 9-time winner of the Love Promise Award for customer satisfaction. This month, all Outback, Forester, Ascent, Legacy, and Impreza models have available 0% financing with no payments for 90 days.
Everyone knows OEB helps people who get hurt when someone else is negligent. But with the coronavirus pandemic, you may be afraid to leave your home to get the legal help you need. As always, we're committed to keeping you and your family safe. So, we want you to know that we can handle your case almost completely electronically. All you have to do is call. The future may feel uncertain, but we can get through it together. Call 546-1111. We're here for you. 546-1111. Call today.
Tennessee Barns & Buildings in Jacksboro has all your storage building needs. At Tennessee Barns & Buildings, you can pick out your building, then custom design it how you want it, and then have it delivered. Our friendly staff will help you with all your design needs. Are you worried about financing? Well, at Tennessee Barns & Buildings, there's no credit check, so no one is turned down. Plus, you can rent to own your own building. Tennessee Barns & Buildings in Jacksboro says come on down for your next building. Or call 423-449-8139.
Like family at RMG. Bring your junk, cars, aluminum cans. We'll buy it on the spot and we'll pay you a lot. We treat you like family at RMG. Yeah, we treat you like family at RMG. Rome Metals will treat you like family.
Rome Metals is located just off of Highway 27 between Harriman and Rockwood.
Muncie Pharmacy is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. They accept most insurances, so why go to the large chain pharmacies when you get better customer service at Muncie Pharmacy? Have a special prescription that needs compounding? Muncie Pharmacy can handle those needs as well. Muncie Pharmacy has a drive-through for your convenience and offers free delivery in the Oak Ridge area. And don't forget the gifts that we have available for all occasions.
Here at Muncie Pharmacy, we take the time to know you and treat you like family.
Serving Anderson, Roane, and Morgan counties, you're watching the Channel 12 Evening News on BBB Communications Cable Channel 12. And now your Roane County News.
And thanks for joining me. I'm Dudley Evans on this edition. May 7th it is, first Thursday in May. That means it is the National Day of Prayer today. So a lot of ceremonies could not be held, of course, as they normally would because of COVID-19. But again, many did take time today to say a prayer. Of course, the President today earlier as well, and even Governor Lee mentioning this today in his daily press conference. So no doubt prayer much needed, more than likely, across our nation. So with that, we'll move on to this May 7th edition. Outside dry conditions right now, so nothing on radar. We move to our outside camera viewpoint here from our beautiful facility in the Grove Center Shopping Center. Overcast, 66 degrees today, not bad. Humidity, 32%. The winds Not mentioned actually today, not been a factor today. Barometer 30.09 and steady, dew point at 35. So that's dry conditions basically. So tonight, increasing clouds, however, through the night. 46 overnight, keeping us a little bit warmer than we've seen this morning due to the cloud cover. Tomorrow, showers likely to start sometime around noon. Last just about on and off all day long with gusty winds as well, even up to 25. Could be factored in the higher elevations, and about a half-inch of rain before it's all said and done. Tomorrow night showers continue, but then it'll taper off around 9 o'clock, and then from that point it gets colder, clearing. Areas of frost could be the factor early Saturday morning. 60% chance of rain as we move into Thursday night or Friday night into Saturday. More on that with Brandon Bonds, his official weather forecast in just a few minutes. Rockwood fire personnel earlier today may have heard sirens, and police went as they sent several trucks to 605 Tate Street around 3 o'clock today to a fire alarm call. Now, when units arrived on the scene, they really noticed an alarm sounding there, kind of canvassed the house there. Still waiting on a report and from the fire department on that. Again, we'll get you more details on that tomorrow if, in fact, there was ever any fire. No major smoke was shown at the scene there. So, again, looks like everything was A-OK. Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, we now know, according to our friends in Cross Hill, is looking into the TVA ash spill cleanup at the request of the District Attorney General Russell Johnson's office from the 9th Judicial District. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation does say in that report the case is now active and ongoing at this time, so they couldn't comment any further on particulars. You may recall December 22nd, 2008, over 5 million cubic yards of fly ash spilled, creating one of the worst environmental disasters in history, according to the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation. TVA did hire Jacobs Engineering Group to oversee the cleanup, which took about 3.5 to 4 years. That was completed in 2015, but several cleanup workers fell sick and some died. Still some litigation ongoing now in that aspect. So allegations then came up claiming Jacobs Engineering would not let cleanup workers wear protective gear and manipulated air monitoring equipment. A statute of limitations law exists in Tennessee, but the district attorney of the 9th District says it might not apply if investigators can prove there was an intentional criminal attempt to cover up the dangers from the cleanup workers there from Jacobs Engineering. So we'll keep you updated as that continues to move forward. Get ready for some tie-ups in traffic, as we haven't had much here lately because of the COVID-19, but construction workers can begin work again tomorrow in some areas. Motorists using I-40 in Roane and Cumberland counties are going to soon experience some delays as 2 road projects will get underway soon. The first involves westbound, that's westbound I-40. You may recall last year a lot of backups going up I-40 from Harriman. That's on Rockwood Mountain, as crews now will work to repair the cracks on the road between the 342 and the 345 mile markers. So keep that in mind. Now, the second project involves milling and paving on the interstate in Cumberland County between Crab Orchard and Peavine Road, as they're going to resurface that road as cracks were poured with sealant last year there. Now bridge work is going on as well near the rest area at the bottom of the big ravine there at the 327 mile marker. So TDOT recently required, again, the contractors, they will require 2 weekends of being down to 1 lane as crews pave it there. So both projects are set to begin later this month. We'll keep you updated when that, in fact, takes off. This evening at 6:30, the Town of Oliver Springs Water Board will meet, then followed by their town council, as they will be sitting, not as they are in this video, but 6 feet apart due to COVID-19 restrictions for meetings, and the meeting will be closed to the general public tonight. But we will have it for you right here on TV 12 at 6:30. It'll be live streamed right here on our TV channel. And when the Water Board meets beginning at 6:30, they will look at possibly approving a connection line between Cumberland Utilities District, their water board, to connect to the city's water line. That would be financed by grants if they can get that done. They'll also discuss water leak inspection updates and discuss and approve the purchase of a dump truck for $10,000 for the water department. When the council starts their meeting, they will discuss and possibly approve these items: some purchase of weapons for the police department, possibly approve the East Tennessee Development District's renewed contract for continuing providing local planning services for the city, discuss and possibly approve driveway culvert repair options at 821 Main Street, look at approving a joint resolution requesting Senator Yeager and Representative Calfee and Travis all introduced legislation allowing Roane County schools to start after Labor Day this year, which would be Monday, September 7th, as a safety measure concerning COVID-19. And this is a joint resolution started by the City of Rockwood over a week ago. Discuss and possibly approve spring cleanup dates and the guidelines they'll have to follow for the COVID-19 pandemic. Look at possibly approving and updating cemetery rules, allowing now tombstones to be placed at the city-owned cemetery. Look at approving some budget amendments and approving the purchase of a pavement rotor from the street department for $5,000 from Clinton Utilities. They'll discuss Mr. Lloyd Buster Jones' inmate work crew supervisor's contract due to COVID-19. And of course, we'll have the meeting here live for you on Channel 12 beginning at 6:30. So keep it right here for the latest. We'll give you all we can on that. And much more to talk about right after the break here on TV 12's May 7th, Thursday edition. Stay with us.
Hey, it's Jack Ryan. You've heard this. I wish there was a morning radio show playing country songs that we could really love. Well, now there is. Will Heinwall in the morning with your forgotten favorites and only the new country you love. On 96.7 Merle.
Earl Duff Subaru in Harriman knows safe and reliable transportation is essential right now. Whether you need service or to replace your current vehicle, we're ready to help. Our building is sanitized to keep our customers as safe as possible. Plus, we're offering pickup and delivery service during the crisis. Earl Duff Subaru in Harriman, Tennessee's only 9-time winner of the Love Promise Award for customer satisfaction. This month, all Outback, Forester, Ascent, Legacy, and Impreza models have available 0% financing with no payments for 90 days.
Tennessee Barns & Buildings in Jacksboro has all your storage building needs. At Tennessee Barns & Buildings, you can pick out your building, then custom design it how you want it, and then have it delivered. Our friendly staff will help you with all your design needs. Are you worried about financing? Well, at Tennessee Barns & Buildings, there's no credit check, so no one is turned down. Plus, you can rent to own your own building. Tennessee Barns & Buildings in Jacksboro says come on down for your next building. Or call 423-449-8139.
Coronavirus is changing the way we live our lives, but seriously injured people still need our help. At OEB, we're committed to helping you no matter what. So, we've introduced a system where we can take care of your case almost completely electronically. You don't have to leave your home for us to start helping you. All you have to do is call. The future may feel uncertain, but we can get through it together. If you're injured, you still deserve justice. Call 546-1111. Call right now.
Roane Metals Group has been serving East Tennessee for decades. Locally owned and operated with convenient hours of operation. Roane Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing's too big or too small. Still have that clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Roane Metals Group are specialists in industrial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Roane Metals urges you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. A member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Roane Metals Group. Turn that scrap into cash.
Well, back, no doubt graduations are different this year, and same as Roane State Community College is planning their first ever campus-by-campus drive-through celebration for 2020 graduates. The special recognition is scheduled for May 12th through the 16th. Like many colleges and high schools, Roane State was forced to postpone its commencement originally scheduled for May 8th and 9th, while plans are in the works to bring students together safely for an in-person ceremony. The college wanted to do something now to honor the graduates who are still waiting for their moment to walk across the stage and receive their degree. Beginning Tuesday, May 12th, next week, Roane State President Dr. Chris Whaley and other college administrators, faculty, and staff will go campus by campus to hand out yard signs honoring the 2020 graduates. The dates, times, and locations of each event are listed. Roane County campus 4 until 6:30 Eastern Time. That'll be on the 12th. And Loudoun County campus, 11 a.m. until 12:30 Eastern. Saturday, May 16th, 2020. Oak Ridge campus until 11:30 Eastern Time. Tuesday, May 12th, Cumberland County campus, 1 to 3 Central Time, that is. Morgan County campus, 5:30 until 6:30. It's a satellite campus, of course, Eastern Time. And then Wednesday, May 12th, 2020, students can visit the participating campus closest to their home to pick up their yard sign. They will stay inside their vehicles for the drive-through event, while college representatives and other special guests cheer them on from a safe distance. For the latest details and plans for Roane State's in-person commencement, go to https, that is, roanestate.edu, simply there, roanestate.edu /97-graduation-ceremony for information. Governor Bill Lee, in his press release yesterday, basically said that businesses reopen across the state, as they are. The Tennessee Economic Recovery Group releasing additional guidance now for recreation, offices, lodging, construction, and manufacturing, small group, non-contact recreation businesses like bowling alleys, arcades, dance classes, water sports, mini golf, and more, and even dentistries will be reopening tomorrow. The Tennessee Pledge Guideline recommends capacity limit, spacing requirements, and frequent sanitation, among others. Larger venues and activities where social distancing is not feasible still remain closed. We'll keep you updated again as things start to kind of get open slowly across the state of Tennessee. Number of Tennesseans applying for first-time unemployment benefits. Yeah, declined from the previous week, thank goodness they say, for a fourth straight reporting period. For the week ending Saturday, last weekend, the Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development reported that 37,319 filed for unemployment. Last week, down from 43,792 in the final week of April, and well below the first week in April when a record 116,141 filed first-time claims of unemployment insurance. In the past 7 weeks, staggering number, 474,580 Tennesseans have applied for unemployment in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic and its devastating impact on not just the state but the nation's economy. In that same time frame, some 33.5 million Americans have applied for first-time jobless benefits, including 3.2 million last week. According to information from the TDLWD, in addition to last week's new claims, they contributed, or continued, I should say, providing benefits for another 321,571 Tennesseans. The largest number of new claims continue to be filed in the northern Middle Tennessee Workforce Development, while here in the East Tennessee District, things are seemingly down somewhat. It's all the time for the news. Back in a moment, you'll look back on history, weather, sports, and funeral announcements. Stay with us.
We treat you like family at RMG. Bring your junk, cars, aluminum cans. We'll buy it on the spot and we'll pay you a lot. We treat you like family at RMG. Yeah, we treat you like family at RMG. We treat you like family.
Rome Metals is located just off of Highway 27 between Herman and Rockwood.
At OEB, we know lives have changed. Parents have become teachers and our homes are now our offices. The roads may seem empty, but people are still driving and still working. And when they get injured because someone else was careless, they know they can still depend on us. We are OEB Law, and the one thing that hasn't changed is our commitment to helping people right here at home. We're just a phone call away. 865-546-1111. OEB Law.
Hey, it's Jack Ryan. Listeners are always wanting more music. So guess who it is that's giving it to you? We now have hour-long commercial-free playlists all day long. Over an hour of back-to-back songs and zero commercials on 96.7 Merle.
Tennessee Barns & Buildings in Jacksboro has all your storage building needs. At Tennessee Barns & Buildings, you can pick out your building, then